What's up, guys? It's Nick, and I'm here with Mike from Street Speed 717. This is my first ever vlog.
This is now solely your video, Nick. I want you to know that. I'm now cameraless.
I'm going to be talking about the all-new 2017 ZL1 that Chevy just released yesterday.
And we're going to have a good time. And also, that my friend here forgot to mention, he's driving and is the owner of a 2013 ZL1, which is the car we're in now, which is why when, you know, we talked about making a video, I was like, okay, we'll do it in your car. It just makes sense. Obviously, that's what we're in now. And it's a fantastic machine that a lot of people have probably seen on my channel more than once. I'm trying to convince him to think about getting a 2017 ZL1.
He doesn't have to do a lot of convincing, I'll tell you that right now. Just by the looks of the thing, it just looks, it looks deadly, I'll just say that.
So, let me ask you this question. What do you think of the looks of the new ZL1 compared to this? Obviously, this is a very mean-looking car as it stands. Yeah. Do you like the way that it's gone?
Here's the thing about the new gen Camaro. The only thing I really wasn't sold on was the rear end, because I felt like, one, they stole the taillights from the freaking Chevy Volt, and just the whole thing that's going on. Like, I really like the rear end of my 2013. When they changed the rear end at 14 and 15, I did not like that at all. Now, going back to the new gen Camaros, I really like the front end, especially the ZL1.
You know, rear end though, you're right. There's not a lot they can do with it. It just kind of is what it is. So
yeah, I mean, they brought back like the quad tip exhaust. The current ZL1 went through hours and hours and hours of aerodynamic testing. I think it's awesome because not only does it look so much more aggressive, I think, than mine, and already mine, when, you know, I thought that looked mean, you know, just the front end, it just looks like it's pissed off, you know, all the time, and it's cool. But like this new one, it's got that really wide opening for, you know, air, you know, to
mouth.
Go, yeah, it looks like a huge mouth that's going to eat anything in its path, which it probably will, honestly.
So that's the other big thing for me with the ZL1, because honestly, with that release, it kind of immediately makes the new GT350 obsolete from a performance perspective. You know, I just don't see the 350, even the 350R, really having much of a chance when you think about, you know, 640 horsepower. That's a pretty big horsepower deficit to overcome for the R. And I don't want to take anything away from the 350R, not just because, you know, I want to make people happy or whatever, but it is unique in its own way.
Yeah, I think, you know, if you try to compare those two cars, I don't even think they're in the same, like, league or class. You know, the GT350R is a track car. That's what it is.
Track only, really.
Exactly. So if we're going to compare anything to that, it'll be the new Z28 when it comes out.
Just from a performance viewpoint, the new ZL1 is just going to really be, obviously, very dominant.
So you got 640 horsepower, 640 foot-pounds of torque on the new ZL1, and it's almost 300 pounds lighter. So yeah, it's gonna be a beast. They've already said it, you know, that they'll put it up against pretty much any sports coupe at pretty much any price range, and it's gonna compete with it. And if not, it'll be better, you know. And I truly believe that. There's a lot of ways it's better than the current one I have, you know. The interior is upgraded, you know. They reduced the weight because these things are so heavy. Everybody makes fun of them. Oh, they're fucking fat, you know, fat.
Yeah, I drive a Hellcat. I get the fat jokes all the time.
And another thing that was like worlds better is this center console that I have here, this touchscreen Chevrolet MyLink. It's bullshit.
So bad.
Sorry if Chevy's watching this right now. You guys messed this up, let me tell you. But you did get it right here. You got the new screen, and from the looks of it, I think you can sync your iPhone.
It has Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, Apple CarPlay.
Is so much better than this car. Yeah,
exactly. Another thing is you can either choose a 6-speed or a 10-speed. A 10-speed.
That's the question. This is an auto ZL1 now. So which one would you pick?
I'm really just kind of waiting to see what happens with this 10-speed. You know, from what I heard and from what I'm sure you guys saw, watching the video, just the very short track video in the car, that thing shifts fast. I would honestly not be surprised if the auto 10-speed gets better lap times than the 6-speed, just because of.
Yeah, I think it definitely will.
And they already said, you know, the reason they did the 10-speed was to keep the car up in the higher RPMs, like in that boost range, so it's power all the time, and you're not like, you know, there's a drastic change between gears, like, you know, downshifting or upshifting. Yeah, you can't get rid of a 6-speed manual because that's just, you know, very bare bones. Another thing about this new ZL1, it has 11 heat exchangers.
Is that a fact?
11, not 1 or 2, it's 11. So you got.
But Nick, the Z06 doesn't have heating issues.
I know.
So
I don't even know why they wasted their time.
Why are you making shit up?
I don't know. So we know this new ZL1 will probably not overheat.
Therefore, after lap 2, it will be faster than any Z06 anyway.
You still have your standard heat exchanger, then you got two right beside the front one in the engine, and you got one on the transmission, you got one on the rear differential, you've got who knows where the other 6 could be. You've got so many different things that are upgraded. The new brakes on this, if the brakes already weren't good on this car, they went and made the front brakes on my car and they put them in the rear of the new car. You got 15.5 inch on the front and 14.5 pretty much in the back. And my car has 14.5 in the front, and I mean, they're smaller in the back, but like I said, it's ridiculous.
Well, the big question for me is, are you gonna buy a 2017 ZL1? Because that's what I really want to know. Because I know you're the go-to guy, you already have a ZL1. Are you gonna upgrade? I'm
very, very interested in one, and
please do.
I know. Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is the price. And right now, we're still kind of at a standstill. We're assuming that it's going to be somewhere between 60 and 70,000.
Don't know exactly.
I think if it's over 70, it's going to be kind of hard for me to let this go. They come out with this thing at the end of this year, so like, God, I mean, I feel like I haven't even seen that many SS's on the road.
Yeah,
like I haven't seen any really new Camaros at all, and now they're out with a ZL1 already. That's crazy. We're barely 3 months into the year, and like,
I'm sure they were in pre-development of a ZL1 before the launch of the SS. They had to be.
Guaranteed, yeah. All right, so now that you know my thoughts on the new ZL1, I want to know your thoughts. Comment below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on the new. Don't even pay attention, Mike. I'm going to do a lot of new videos on the new ZL1, and I'm going to be starting to do more vlogs and stuff like that for you guys. Also check out Mike's channel if you're visiting my channel for the first time and you don't know Mike. Street Speed 717. He's got a great channel. He does a lot of videos. So take care, guys.
And it's going to be awesome when he gets his new ZL1.
It is. It is. Mike keeps saying that. He's like says it like I'm already getting it. You know,
it's gonna happen.
It probably will. Take care. The sun is brightly in my face right now, but
this is the drive-through.
Dude, yeah, this is.
Christ Almighty, I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah, Range Rover.
Yeah, I heard that Range Rover.
Oh. Look at him. He just instantly is looking at your car. Look.
Where's he at?
Standing there. He just instantly, his face went straight to your car. Literally, you broke that guy's neck. He's like,
I didn't even have to do anything. I broke a Prius's guy's neck once.
Broke a Prius neck.
He even took a picture while I was fucking driving. He was like, on the highway, he was like, had it right here, he was looking at me.
Poor guy.
And I went home and showed his wife that that's what he really wanted. Look at this guy eating up all this gas.
Destroying the environment.